What's up? Your boy Carcino here. Let's get to it. Cause I'm tired of your text messages. yes. I heard the reports about Rondo. It's like Rondo's going to the Clippers. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Listen, just because people post about it or it shows up on a talk show doesn't make it effing so. So, without further ado, let's get into this and put all this to bed. All right? The Rondo case. Now, I know many of you are going to say, well, what does that even mean? The Rondo case. Well, it means just this. Let's take a look at Rondo. And let's see what is the upsides and the downsides. Right? Now, here's the deal. Rondo signed a 2-year deal with the Lakers. um, it was like what, 5 million or something, which gave him a salary of like 2.5, and next season he got a salary of 2.6. While the cap hit is about what, 2.6. I might be on or off about a couple numbers, but I think the cap number is about 2.6. So the dead cap value is about 2.6 mil. All right. Now Rondo has the option to forego the 2.6 million. So if Rondo foregoes the 2.6 million that he has and says in 2021, I'm going to go ahead and forfeit everything in that season. And this is why I want to explain to everybody out there right now. Listen, it works like this. Okay? There is a reason people opt out of their contracts. And they fight to have these options. You know, these options is up to you. When it's a player option or a team option. When the team has the option, the team can decide whether to keep your contract, keep you on the team for what they have agreed to pay you, or they can out, opt, opt not to pay you. But since this was a player's option, it was up to Rondo if he was going to remain on the team. Now, Rondo opted out the 2.6 because of the playoff performance that he had. He felt his stock went up. So he can go anywhere and get probably a 2-year deal for about 10 million, he hopes, but probably be a lot less. And he feels that there's a couple more million out there he could grab that would pay him a better deal. So plenty of people thought that this would be a good deal for him because there's plenty of people that would pay more than 2.6 for Rondo after just winning an NBA championship, even in a pandemic bubble, because of the way he played. He was very impactful in the playoffs. And teams will look at that and see how he controlled the floor, the game, everything, etc. Now, what is the drawback of this? Nothing. All upside. If you're Rondo, this is a great deal for you. I mean, the 2.6, if you can get more than that, he probably could. It's cool. Balmer is not somebody who's sitting on his hands. He wants to win an NBA championship fast. So that was what bringing Kawhi and Paul George and all these things. Bringing them over for that was the reason. But to not reach the Western Conference Finals and get basically the same result that you got the year before, it's not what we signed up for. So this is going to be a very telling season for the Clippers. So making the right decision up front is priority number one. Now Rondo, what position would he play? Because him coming in the game, that you got to look at. Okay, well, what that does with Lou. He's the backup point guard. I mean, so what Lou Williams gonna do? Just play the two? The dynamics and things on the team have changed, so it's gonna be very difficult for people to adjust to the new order of what's going on out there on the court, on the floor. But he very well might go right back to the Lakers. I just have a hard time believing the Clippers are going to give him the type of money that he's looking for, because that's going to screw a lot of players up and ruin a lot of confidence with players that you already got on your team. So I don't know how it works out, really. Um, yeah, I don't see Rondo with the Clippers working out, because Rondo will stay injured. Rondo's pretty old, man. He's kind of long in the tooth. So his game and everything is going to move on. And, Rondo has never been a guy with a consistent jump shot. It's time. So I don't know. It's a lot of different positions and teams that want players. I heard the 76ers was looking to grab Rondo and try to have him on the bench and come off the bench. Doc Rivers wanted him over there with Philly, and I think that's more realistic than the Clippers. Doc Rivers is very interested in trying to get Rondo before he went to the Lakers. So he wants Rondo with him over in the 76ers to try to bring them to prominence. So we just got to wait and see what's going to happen. But Doc Rivers, he loved himself some Rondo. So take it how you want. That's the news, Jack. Now, I want to say thank you guys. I saw your Cash App donations. I appreciate it. So you guys are A1 in my book, man. Thank you. And for you new guys who want to donate to the page and don't know how, my Cash App is Carcino, Karceno. And oh yeah, don't forget to like the page and hit the subscribe button. That's right. Now, I'm going to go back to these shows and get caught up. There's some show called Lovecraft Country. Whew, man, I'm like, man, I don't know who's scarier, the monsters or these pink folks. Watching that show is intense. So, all right, we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna leave some videos for you guys to check out. Hit the notification bell, whatever. But these are some classic films that we're gonna talk about on Screen King channel. So. Wow. Okay. I just got a message. That's crazy. All right. Sorry about that. Nuts. Anyway, I'm out. Deuces.